Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War Guild Wars attack team video for you guys. So this restriction for Guild Wars is set in Silverglade. So we need to use Silverglade troops and Silverglade weapons. So we're going to be showcasing multiple teams here in this video for this upcoming Guild Wars restriction. It is a decently challenging restriction, but there are some great options for damage dealers and possibly some great options for generating troops as well. So stick around for the end of this video as we go through all these teams for this upcoming Silverglade restriction for Guild Wars. The teams are going to be following up right after this. So this is the first team restricted to Silverglade for this upcoming Guild Wars. So the Emerald Blade is the weapon of choice at the front of this team. Of course, you can rotate the weapon in whichever position you prefer. This weapon right here explodes magic plus 1 purple gems and grants a random status effect to all Silverglade allies. Then it will summon a Silverglade troop. I'm using it, of course, with the Elementalist class. This is the Guild Wars preferred class right here. That's how I want to state it for this class. We're going to be using the Elemental Force as much as possible on this team, which is stunning, freezing, burning, and entangling a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Then we're also going to be making use of the Snap Freeze in the Talents, Insulated, along with the Storm's Aura, maybe. No, not really. We're not going to be making use of that Storm's Aura. We might switch that out. The Rock Solid is going to be pretty important, the Lightning Strike and the Fortitude. I'm running with a 20% start from an Anu right here. So this is a great option for players to use in this restriction when it comes on to weapons. And of course, one of the best damage dealers in the kingdom, if not the best, is Amethyst. This is the Gem Dragon for purple. We should know this troop has been around for a while now. This is a dragon boss with a 28 mana cost of blue, red, and purple. The spell Amethyst Bolt deals a lot of damage. In my case, as you guys can see from what's on screen, it deals 108 damage to all enemies boosted by purple gems. Then it will convert 5 purple gems to purple giant gems. There's a 10% chance for an extra turn boosted by purple gems. The troop also has a great setup for its traits. So it has Song of Darkness. It will summon a Dark Storm at the start of battle. It has Gem Scale. So it reduces damage from skulls by 55%. And it has Amethyst Aura. It will give 2 magic to all purple allies when you match purple gems. So it just works great with the true spell. You put more purple on the board from the storm. You're giving yourself more magic by matching the same purple gems while giving yourself more mana. It just works really, really nice. And of course, it's great when you put it together with 2 copies of Cosmo. Now, this is the truth that I indicated that is going to be pretty good for use for Guild Wars. Why? Because of the final trait, that Astral Aura. It will create a Umbral Star when matching 4 or more gems. An Umbral Star is basically a star-shaped gem that looks like yellow and purple. And whenever you match it with those colors, it will destroy gems in a vertical and horizontal manner, right? So you'll destroy a column and you'll destroy a row with that gem. Really, really good. If you have 2 copies on the board, you're generating 2. They could match with other yellow or purple gems on the board. And there you go. You have cascading gems falling down, especially when you're running a storm, which is exactly what we have with Amethyst. The troop also has Stealthy and it has Mana Shield. So it cannot be mana drained or mana burned or stolen. Getting mana steal happening to it. That cannot happen with this troop. And if indeed you need backup for casting for the spell, the Moon Whisker spell is okay. It's not the best, but it is decent. It deals scatter damage boosted by Umbral Stars. Then it will grant 1 to 3 random positive status effects to all allies, to itself as well. Those status effects include Bless and Reflect and Barrier and Enrage and Enchant. You know what I mean? And the list goes on. So it's a decent spell to cast at times. You could get lucky and you're frozen and you cast it. There you go. You're blessed, and those negative status effects go away. So 2 copies right there on the team. It's a pretty simple team, but it could be very, very effective. So the banner on this team is the Silver banner from the Silver Necropolis faction, right? This is a +2 on purple, +1 on brown. Now that's a booty cheeks. Nah, that one definitely not gonna work. All right, let's go with something else here. We're gonna go with yellow purple on this one. Yellow purple. Let's minus green. Can we minus? Yeah, let's minus brown. There we go. We're gonna rock with. We wanna. Yeah, there we go. The Umbral banner. perfect. Just fits right in, right? +2 on purple, +1 on yellow. They were minusing brown because obviously none of the troops use that mana color. So we are in PvP right here. This is a 3 trophy battle. Hopefully this works out very nicely. We're going up against a pretty strong team here. A couple floral dragons on the enemy team. And let's see if it works out for us. So, of course, you want to go ahead and match the gems. As I said before, you want to match those areas where you can get those umbral stars coming down on the board. That's going to be the best possible option. But if you can't, you want to just take what you can, right? Let's match this right here. And now we're going to cast the weapon and see if we can explode the board and hopefully get some more 4-gem matches. All right, there we go. We have our Amethyst spell ready. We might take a skull hit here. And now we're going to cast this. Hopefully we get a ooh, they're exploding a lot of gems. All right, so we are ready to go again. We're going to cast a weapon once more. Pretty nice explosion. We got some positive stats effects. Their leprechaun just kept on going. Oh my God, what the hell is up with that? That leprechaun was just going and going and going. All right, so we need to get spell ready here pretty quickly. Do we have any gems? Yeah, we have a couple. There we go. And we have spell readiness with the troop. We're going to cast it. And there we go. We picked up the win. Of course, you saw that you can take some damage with this team. If indeed you want to make it a little bit more secure, you could move one of your Cosmos into the first slot just in case one of them dies. But I like to put a hero up front because, that's just how I decided to run it this time around. But as you guys can see, Emerald Blade followed by Amethyst, 2 copies of Cosmo. It's a great team. The second team is going to be following up right after this. So on this second team, the Reflection of Good is going to be in the first slot here. This is a great weapon. As a matter of fact, this is one of the best weapons in the game, right? You get this from getting 250 wins off of the Archmage's hero class. This weapon grants all status effects to an ally. So for example, you cast this on yourself, the hero, in the first slot, uses purple mana, just in case you have a purple storm. It works out really, really good, right? And then it explodes half of your magic off gems off their mana colors. So you cast on yourself, you explode all those purple, and it works for you. I'm using it here with the Archmage's hero class because it just works so good, right? That Mana Flare final trait works with a class in that you match those purple gems, you get spell ready really fast because you gain 2 bonus purple mana from purple gem matches in this one. And I think in the class, right there, it has Arcane Surge, so you have additional purple mana from matching purple gems. Almost a +3 right there. And if you have additional pluses in the banner, you know what I mean? It's going to be very easy to get spell ready. Talking about the classes, you guys can see I have a Magical Shield set. I have Dark Hunger, Thunder Fist, Mana Source, Antiquity, of course, the Arcane Surge, and that Mystic Channel final talent in the class. And as you can see as well, I have a 20% start from an annual. I did have that on the previous team as well. So the Immortal Selene is going to be on this team. This is a true damaging option that could prove to be very useful. True damage is a great way to kill out enemy troops really, really fast. This troop is hitting 3 random enemies boosted by enchanted allies and enemies. So if they become enchanted, you could deal more damage. The troop also has that even tide, right, in which you will create a enchanted gem when my turn begins. So it's simply a gem that when you match it, it will enchant a random ally. The troop also has arcane, so it will gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. And of course, it's great to use because it's invulnerable, so they cannot instant kill this with like a Zulgat or a Catharis or what else is out there. Maelstrom Dagonoth, right? That not going to work against this. This is going to be perfectly fine where it's at. And of course, we have Queen Aurora on the team. This is here as a great generator option. And Queen Aurora also gives that rainbow link, right? We'll gain bonus mana from all gem colors. It's great because I already have the Archmage's hero class, so it's really, really easy and powerful. When you're matching the right gem colors, it just works out really, really nice. You can cast this as well to generate mana for your team, in which it will give all other allies, I should say, barrier and life, which is going to be great, right? You make them stronger, they can't get killed that easily. And it creates 10 gems of a chosen color. So you can just target down whichever color you want. You want it to be purple, you want it to be blue, you want it to be brown. There you go. You get more of that mana color on the board. And of course, 1 copy of Cosmo is at the back of this team for possibly generating some fast mana here. Because I have almost a pure Silverglade team, I am gaining, of course, a decent amount of magic for the true damager. So that's 108 true damage right there to three random enemies. You guys can see the stats stacking up +3 magic right here for four unique purple troops. The Silverglade, King of Glade. Four unique Silverglade troops, +12 magic right there, and +18 magic as Kingdom Team bonus tier 4. Is that tier 4, tier 5? Whatever it is, we're gaining +18 to our magic stats. That's really, really good. Of course, we're using the silver banner here from the Silver Necropolis faction. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to run into a fight here. This is a one trophy fight in Central Spire. We're just going to test out the team to showcase how it is used, but of course, we don't want to spend too much time on this one. But of course, your main assignment here is to get mana as fast as possible to that reflection of good, right? Wherever you, boy, they took my gem, right? You really want to get mana to your reflection of good fast as hell. Let's go ahead and cast this on the immortal. Let's do that. Right, there we go. And it just so happened that they have the perfect troop on the enemy team, the Elder Dragon, right? The Elder Dragon has that Song of Madness. It was some of the Madness Storm, which is a purple and blue storm, right at the start of battle. Wow, that's so nice. Oh man. All right, let's see if we can kill out some of these troops here. We killed out, almost the entire enemy team. That's exactly what we want to see, man. Can I cast this? Is this close enough to killing? It's pretty close. Oh, we got the kill. There we go. Man, that's great. Right? So yeah, that's basically that second team right there. It's a decent team, immortal troop, not that hard to get. Queen Aurora, a little bit more difficult to get. I gotta be lucky to come across that one. And of course, at the back of the team, Cosmo with a very easily acquired weapon. The third team is going to be following up right after this. Okay, so for this third team, we're going to be using the life and death weapon. This weapon right here is been around for a while. It's been one of the most powerful options in PvP for a long time. I remember when, coming across a life and death team was so problematic, man. It's not as used right now, but it's still great to be used in this upcoming Guild War. So this is going to be stealing life from the last two enemies and death marking them. And then to bless itself, it also has great weapon upgrades. It has enchanting, it has lightning, it has draining. It will drain mana from those enemy troops. It's really good. Elementalist is the class, of course. And then we're running with Immortal Selene once again and two copies of Cosmo on this team. The banner here is a Cavernous banner, so we're using a +2 on brown, +1 on purple, and we're minusing green. No green troops. We're going up against a Diamantina team. Let's see if we can kill them out real quick and move on to another team for this upcoming Guild Wars. All right, so of course you want to get that enchant going. And man, they are exploding gems out of hoo-ha. Do we have a good board here? All right, nothing that great. But enemy's still getting mana. We need to get spell ready off of the weapon. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. We got a 4-gem match. Let's match this over. And the reason why we have those two Cosmos, as you guys saw from the first team, is because they work so nicely together, right? If you cast this right here, see what I'm talking about? That death mark? Man, that death mark is crazy good. All right, see the life and death weapon is ready to go again. Let's do it. Right. That's it. Two are gone, man. Let's see if we can cause some positive status effects to the team. And there we go. We have our Immortal Selene. And she took them out. Wow. That is a solid option for you guys, man. Hopefully you guys can use that team right there. Let's see if I have a fourth team. I think I have a fourth team prepped here, and that's going to be following up right after this. So here is the fourth and final option for this upcoming Guild Wars that I think is a pretty interesting setup for the Silverglade team. So the Princess Elspeth is going to be on this team. This is an empowered troop that is often only used when it comes on to maybe some specialty teams for Explore 9 and stuff like that, and maybe sometimes as well for the Underspire for this restriction. But this troop could be used in Guild Wars, and it could prove, it's a risky team, but it could prove to work out for you. So Princess Elspeth is going to be having her spell, Royal Demand, in which she will create 11 gems of a chosen ally's mana color and kill them. Then she will summon a random knight. Now, the reason why this is good to use is because you have an Immortal in the restriction. Immortal Selene is invulnerable. Invulnerable troops cannot be killed. So as you can see on the final part of her invulnerable trait, she is immune to lethal damage. And that's exactly what Princess Elspeth will be doing. So you cast your Princess Elspeth on Immortal Celine, and there you go. You will be fine, right? You won't kill her off. And you'll get that mana generating for the board. And of course, Comethelus is not Comethelus, but Amethyllus. Amethyllus is back on the team. What am I talking about here? Cam is laughing at me. Amethyllus is back because she's going to be great for dealing damage to enemy troops and making use of any purple gems that is on the board, and also giving more damage to your Immortal Celine at the top. And of course, the weapon, the Emerald Blade, is back on this one. And that's the setup for the team. Let's take a look at the banner here. The banner is the Slayer banner from the Kingdom of Draxxum. So this is a +2 on brown, +1 on purple, then we're minusing yellow. Only Princess Elspeth uses that mana color, and she'll be fine because she's empowered. Let's hop into a fight here. This is not going to be easy. Central Spire against a Chrysanthrax team that has a cleanse option, 2 empowered here. Oh my god, why did I decide to go into this fight? All right, so let's cast this. Oh, before we do that, let's match this. Get a 4-gem match going right there. See if we can stop those enemy troops in their tracks. And let's see what we can do. Let's cast this on our princess. Not princess, but Immortal Celine. And can we kill? We can't kill. We cannot kill. Cannot kill. That's not good. Does the enemy troops have a cleanse? They do. Let's go ahead and cast this. Ooh! They missed your biscuit liquor. They missed so bad. That's so good to see, man. Trying to set me up and you end up losing it. All right, let's cast this on the Immortal first. There we go. Do we have our Amethyllus spell ready? We do. All right, let's deal some big boy damage here with this one. And now we can go for the kill, right? Or we can just match some more gems. That's going to be great. And we got it. There we go. So you guys see how it works. You cast that Princess Elspeth on your Immortal Celine, you generate that mana, possibly get some 4-gem matches, looping back into Immortal Celine, or back even into your Princess Elspeth, or into your Amethyllus, and it should work out great. If you guys and gals found this video helpful and informative, and you like these Guild Wars videos, remember to share the video, share it with your guildmates, share it with anybody else that you know are looking for great teams. Hit that like button, comment to let me know what you guys think about the teams, about the style of video, and do you want to see more? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.